this is Karen again. I was going back through messengers, trying to figure out different times of when different things happen. When I was messaging my one ex-friend Darlene, I had went into the Huntington Bank that used to be in the Ravenna Giant Eagle. Well, I didn't want to scare her when I texted her that a blonde lady that was a waitress had come up and said I got paid to watch her. So I put that she got paid to find out what I was doing because I didn't want to scare her. I changed it just a teeny bit, just not to scare her. The banker yelled at her, "Stay out of it." She's like, "No, I get paid to watch her." And she's like, "Lady, stay out of it." And I'm looking at her like she's crazy. Well, I told Darlene a little bit about it, and I didn't want to scare her because Darlene scares real easy. I tried to tell her what happened to me in a restaurant. She took her purse and ran. She scares. So when I did try to tell her a little bit, this is before I called the FBI. I softened it. I have the text messages. Dave put, I taped her. That's what they said when they said the weirdo stuff. Well, I have a lot of evil people around me here. A lot of them are paid off by that occult. Well, that where the banker yelled at her, she walked off before I opened that $5 account. She didn't know I opened that account. Well, the next morning I texted her, I said, the weirdest thing, my username and password was changed. How do you know about the account and how to get my username and password? He was the one that drugged me and told me to say that weirdo stuff with a roofie. I went to leave. There's people in the other apartment building, second apartment brick building. They've said crazy crap to me across the parking lot. Their two little kids come running out laughing because my house is booked. It's funny, she finally figured it out. It was Dave that directed her and told her to say that weirdo. Laughing at me. The Carlin Trip picked it up a few days ago. Laughing at me. She finally figured it out. It was Dave that drugged her and told her to say it. Instead of teaching their kids not to do evil and wrong. They thought teach their kids to be funny. That a husband, well, he's got a girlfriend. To roofie the wife, tell her, say dirty, crazy stuff, have people lie behind her back. Drug her and tape her. I'm going to be uploading that message after Darlene that I had to change my username and password. You know, I had went up for a job interview. Someone pretended they were me. On the way up there, I was hired for assistant manager. I was new to the area. District manager calls me. Karen, I want you to go to a different store. And I pull over, put it in my GPS. I go to that store, I don't tell Dave. I get home, I'm at the end of the driveway. Our security cameras don't go to the end of the driveway. They go to the side, what is that? You can go to the back by the garage and you can see the side yard, but you can't see the driveway at the end. And I'm at the end of the driveway, it's raining, and our mailbox is across the road. And I'm talking to my mother, and I'm telling her about it, and it's raining, and I'm waiting to get off so I can go get my mail, and it won't get wet. He beeps in, why won't you go in the house? I'm like, Dave, you home? No. He's like, I'm at work. I said, Dave, that's not funny. He's like, why won't you go in the house? What's wrong? I'm like, I don't have anything. Trace me. I'm like, Dave, that's not funny. Why won't you go in the house? You're at the end of the driveway. I said, Dave, that's not funny. You home? No. And there's no one around. Phone beeps him. What's your problem? I said, what do you mean, what's your problem? You were rude to Pam. I said, who's Pam? I said, I mean Pam, you sent me to the other store. Well, she said, and I said, I don't know what she said. I met the other manager. You sent me to the other store. She's telling me off. I hang up on her. Tell my mom, she's like, he's up to something. So next morning I get up, I thought, I need to meet Pam. Don't tell him, put it in my GPS, go up there. Assistant manager Dan's there. District manager, you know Karen. He's like, I've never met this woman before in my life. Well, you said, he said, I know. I said, oh, by the way, I'm Karen. It's nice to meet you. I said, you sent me to the other store. She's looking at him curious. I said, I've never been here before. I went to the other store. She looked at him and said, but you said. He said, I know, but it was never this woman. She grabbed some water from outside, and she offers me my job back. I'm like, this is too weird. I gotta think about it. Yeah. He had that girl go out and pretend she was me and cost me that job. My house was bugged, illegally spying on me. They knew I called the FBI. They had Will's number. That other agent told the churches. Paul Paymer the night before I called Will back. There was no reason for me to stay quiet. And they all knew I was innocent before. And the reason why I kept getting sick all the time, too, besides the beating and the inflammation, Dave was roofing drinks, trying to get me to say crazy crap, trying to frame me, and then her dirty friends breaking in and stabbing me. That Michelle, the agent's daughter's friends, FBI don't drug people. They don't break in your house and stick you with needles. But her dirty friends did me, and they were getting the crazy crap out. What Dave put in before, along with some guy, I guess Steve, Eric, or Chris, and Mark. I never met any of these people. But yeah, they were laughing in the other building that I guess Dave drugged me before and told me. I found out if Dave didn't touch my drinks, where I couldn't keep anything down for months, I could get back, even though I have intestinal swelling. I have to take medication for, I could keep food down. It may cause pain, but I could keep food down. One thing with the the district manager, I showed her a picture of my family. She said she knew Davis Antonio. Interesting, huh? Nice, huh? I'm gonna put a little clip of that up. I have more clips of things they did to me. They paid people to know where I was. They sold me for money for someone to stalk me or try to kill me. To know your life is worthless for money is devastating. Horrifying, actually. Do not give these people money. You'll just finance murders. One of the part of the case was pushing people to suicide. People would mess with other people's marriages. One guy hung himself a couple years ago. Another guy killed himself, and then I found even another man did. Beginning of the case, we were in a restaurant, and another apostolic man from another church killed himself too. They play with people until they do. I don't believe in suicide. I had really mean parents, and I thank God for them every day. I may smoke cigarettes and eat chocolate. I find them highly annoying. I don't believe in suicide. Not even a little bit. I guess tomorrow, if they don't help me, I'm going to put the government registered chip on the New York Post for sale. That'll teach them. They don't want to pay to take it out. I'll sell it. Somebody went to insult me at Mercy Medical. One of the people outside the radiology department, we all know some ass chipped her. We know. They had no right. They said some ass took over 20,000. The kill money was 25. It's a time bomb. They all know I'm innocent. Melissa is a documented lie. I mean, game of pretend. I never hurt anyone. Almost died to save my family trying to keep them out. And these people should be ashamed of themselves participating in it. There is a disorder, I think it's ASPDS, that you think you can do crimes and you have no remorse and you don't have to worry about breaking laws. It's an antisocial personality disorder. I was looking it up last night. People that think they can do crimes and the laws don't pertain to them. They need mental health, jail, one of the two or both. But do not give these people money. It's an extreme occult. They do have a list of people. My granddaughter and her mother are on it. They've had attempts on their lives. It's not just me, and they do have a list of people. And they would even mock me. If it was anybody else, they'd be in jail on crimes they didn't commit. They need to be stopped. In the meantime, I'm trying to get in the witness protection program. And if they won't help me, I'll sell their chip. And it does come up, government chip on police scanners. Murder's murder. Doesn't matter if you shoot me in the head or if you put a time bomb. I can have someone pay to take it out. And if they want it, they can have it. Mind controlling chip. He's into cell phones. I'd willingly give it back. But there's also a cost. It's called Justice for Victims of Torture and Terrorism Act. And these people will not get money. Only the real victims. The poor lady that lost her husband, the man in a wheelchair. And if that man did die, his son died of pneumonia, or anybody else that got hurt or injured. One of my men showed up. His whole face was purple, black, and blue after that night. I'd like the details of the whole gunshot night. You did nothing wrong hiding for your life. It's not wrong to hide. But you don't realize everything that happened. I'd like to. And I'm more hurt and pain in my heart than one person should carry. From a stinking goal. Walmart, there'll be 6 stalkers. They've hired 2 murderers, and maybe more. I have faced evil and high danger. For him to get everything, and for a man that lost his kid in a traffic accident I had nothing to do with, but I happened to get well here and want some kind of sick vengeance. And for them to punish me for it. And they got a list of people they want to get rid of. Orbit do not help these people. And to have people roofie fake confessions, it makes the agency look stupid. Undocumented lies and mean games of pretend, laughing at. And they knew it. It was for one of their own, and he betrayed her too. That Michelle. They wanted her to have everything. They should have just put me in the witness protection program, gave her everything, and got me the hell out of here. Instead of helping. Because for we all know this woman's innocent. Even Dave's bad team, that would mock me and harass me. We all know she's innocent at this point. Well, just needs to pick her up. It's bad when the bad guys give up. It's sad. I hope and pray someone shows up today, but if not, I'll put it on the post tomorrow. I will not tolerate this no more. Yeah, somebody in the store the other day, Karen had to work her own case. It's sad. I made my videos and my clips in case I died, so they couldn't do it to another person. There'd be evidence. They have more if they pull their tapes. Everything's on video. That's what's sad. And all their little druggies they illegally did to me are tainted because they played with me before. And they all know I'm innocent. I almost died to save my family. That's what's bad. I laid my life down to save them. I prayed at the window when this first started. God, if you have to take my life to save others, go ahead and do so. But if you can spare mine, please do. I prayed humbly at the window. Someone came up to me and said, well, aren't you pray? Then how could he let anything happen? Someone willing to lay their life down to save their family. How? Could he let this happen? And almost be murdered a couple times trying to save them. For we all know this woman's innocent. And you still let him do it to me. For one of your own, and then you get betrayed. Why don't we just fix it now? I hope they do tonight. But if not, somebody else will. They'll buy their chip. Serve them right. Hopefully my prayers will get answered today.